what I want. Boy, don't get me wrong. Sure, we're having fun.
Hi guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Yami. If you're new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you're returning, I really appreciate the support. I always tell you guys that. I really appreciate you subscribing to my channel. If you end up liking this video, like, share, and subscribe. I really appreciate it. But today's video is going to be by top 5 best. This is 10 weird things caught on cameras and CCTV. Some of the stuff you see on there is horrifying. So let's get right into it.
Sometimes it seems like surveillance cameras are everywhere. They're often the last word in criminal cases, and they can help protect the innocent. But again, sometimes they feel like a bit of an invasion of privacy.
I think we need them. People are crazy.
One thing is for
I want my privacy, but not enough.
Every once in a while, they catch something truly unforgettable.
People is crazy.
Today we're going to be looking at 10 of those weird things caught on security cameras and CCTV. Let's begin, shall we? Number 10. Valentine's Day boom. Valentine's Day is supposed to be a time for romance, flowers, and chocolate.
I wonder if this is for Lebanon.
Unless you're single, then it's just a sad
No, it wasn't Valentine's Day, never mind.
CCTV cameras were rolling along the beautiful Chao Phraya River walkways on Valentine's Day in 2016. On that day, it became the scene of a phenomenal incident.
Not the boat.
Just before 6:30 a.m., a container ship named Sita Boom collides with the pathway, slowly devouring everything it touches.
What the heck?
While an effort was immediately undertaken to repair the area, the crash left quite a destructive aftermath in its wake. But it also left us with this unbelievable video footage.
Who was driving the boat?
Glass Act.
Got it.
CCTV footage was captured on March 31st.
It better not break apart.
This is in a mall in Perth, Australia, and we see a would-be thief clutching an expensive handbag.
He's gonna run right into that glass, isn't he?
Perhaps he had intended to sell the purse to get money for glasses because he completely misses the automatic door and collides full speed with a large pane of commercial glass. In other words, a very solid window. The man is immediately knocked unconscious and collapses to the ground.
That glass looked like a thick old piece of plastic.
At first, funnily enough, several bystanders come to his aid, not realizing that he was in fact
a whole thief.
After a little while,
they like put him down.
Clear, and a large burly man restrains him until police arrive.
Why that man put his leg around him like that?
It was fairly easy for police to restrain him despite his weak objections.
Damn, he knocked into that window like.
Alaskan lawyer mystery.
Wow. All right.
Back over in 2018, a woman named Nicole was working alone in the law office one evening when a man dressed in all black appears in the window where he stands for a short time before entering the office.
Why he look like Hitman from that movie Hitman?
After a moment, she pulls out a gun that the firm keeps for protection, a common practice in the area. But suddenly the man in black gestures with his hand and Nicole appears to robotically turn and lay the gun down on the counter. The man then instructs her to retrieve a camera from her purse, and she complies, taking the camera and following the mysterious man out of the building. When other employees returned the next day, they found her purse left behind, the gun on the counter, and the doors unlocked. Nicole had simply walked away at the instruction of this stranger. As it turns out, Nicole would resurface later in the week with an incredible story. She recounted being taken to a plain room where people seemed to communicate via telepathy, and where she was rendered completely motionless.
What the shit?
Her capturers had questioned her about a camping trip she had been on recently. During an early morning hike, Nicole had come across a cave with stalactites dangling from the ceiling. Nicole took a bunch of photographs, and there was this experience that the men wanted to know about. After telling them everything she could, they injected her with a shot that, according to them, would wipe out her memory. But when she woke, she had perfect recollection of the entire thing. She later discussed the encounter in detail over the course of an hour-long interview with Apex TV.
What the hell?
So either Nicole is one devoted liar with nothing to gain, or this strange video chronicles a real-life
that's weird.
Intelligence activity. Far more Men in Black and SCP.
What? Fam, I'm telling you, 2020 got too much going on. We can't be finding these things out for real. Not yet. Maybe next year, if everything is good next year.
A young couple who had a penchant for playing practical jokes on one another.
Okay.
So one day when food started mysteriously vanishing, Joe asked his girlfriend if she was behind it, but she swore up and down that she wasn't.
Damn. Somebody was living in the attic, wasn't they?
The two of them often pulled pranks on one another. Determined to catch her in the act, though, he picked up a cheap camera and installed it in a hidden location. But what he captured was way more than he expected. At the beginning of the video, we see Joe turning it on and walking away. For several hours, nothing noteworthy happens, but in the middle of the night, an adult woman can be seen descending from a crawl space in the ceiling and making herself right at home. She drinks juice straight out of a jug in his fridge, urinates in his sink, steals some food, and then relaxes in the living room. All the while, Joe and his girlfriend were asleep in the very next room.
What the
At
hell?
one point in the video, Joe even gets up to grab a drink from the kitchen, and the woman is forced to scramble and hide. After Joe returns to bed,
no.
she makes her careful retreat back into the ceiling. The
Uh-uh.
following day, when he saw the contents of the video, Joe fled his apartment and phoned the police, who arrived a short time later and arrested the woman after a lengthy search.
What kind of shit? That'd be my worst fear, that somebody watching you through the vents.
In this
Oh.
phenomenal video, we see a woman at a gas station who was fueling up her white SUV when a black Cadillac pulls up nearby. A man suddenly jumps from the vehicle and scrambles into her truck intent on stealing it. When the woman sees what is happening, she leaps on the hood, begging the man
seen
to
this
stop,
one.
but he won't, and he drives forward
I seen
trying to
this
shake
one.
her off the hood.
I did see this one.
As he does reach the main road, the thief obviously has a change of heart, deciding that he isn't quite hard enough to turn car theft into murder, and he runs back to the Cadillac.
I think this is when she had her baby
The
in
woman
there.
atop the truck drifting in the traffic.
Oh, God.
Fortunately, the SUV comes to a stop shortly afterwards, and the shaken woman is able to get down and reclaim her vehicle.
Them some dumb criminals. They just stayed there that whole time?
Supernatural catch.
What the hell?
Frankly, most of
That
us
was-
probably become pretty complacent and lackluster after having.
It's not
the same
weird, that was a
job for long,
carjacking.
especially if your work is particularly repetitive. This can lead people to pay less attention to make more mistakes. Unfortunately for employers, this can lead to lower productivity and far more injuries.
So you need to get up
However,
sometime and walk
everybody
around.
loses their flair after a few years on the job, and the forklift operator in this video is an excellent example of someone who is still sharp after a few years on the job.
Ooh.
This dedicated worker at Noble Ale Works is unloading a pallet of empty kegs from the back of a truck.
He lucky he
and
didn't
plugging
break
into
his
the wall.
arm doing that.
That is when he awakens his inner ninja and does something almost unthinkable.
God.
As one of the kegs goes plummeting towards the ground, his hand shoots out to provide the keg with a soft and graceful landing. Watching this video, we can conclude two things.
That's crazy.
Number one, this man is quite possibly superhuman. And two, hopefully that keg was empty.
Mm-hmm.
Either way, employee of the friggin' year there.
Break your dang
Number
arm.
four,
Crazy.
Tumbling toddler.
Oh, is this the one in
Postal
Turkey?
Workers in Ninghain County, China were taking a coffee
Oh,
break
no.
when they suddenly noticed a baby on the 5th floor of a nearby apartment.
I'm starting to think these people was doing it on purpose. How you let your baby be on the window like
The
that?
girl's mother and father had left her sleeping while they went to a nearby drugstore to get her medication.
Both of y'all had to go?
When she woke up and went looking for her parents.
Both of y'all had to leave?
Fortunately, she soon found herself dangling precariously from the window.
Mm-mm.
This is when the postal
Look at
workers
that.
got into position.
They like, "Aw,
The young girl
shit."
plummeted toward the ground, but thankfully the workers were there to break her fall. Thanks to the
Woo!
quick thinking of these men, the young girl walked away with just a small cut on her face and
Oh
recovered
my
quickly.
God, she would have been
All her parents had
dead.
vowed never to leave their little girl unattended again.
Why the heck would both of y'all
This is a
leave?
particularly
Y'all have to
smart
go
decision.
together?
They may have very well lost her that day, if not for the
They
action
was like,
of
we was trying to get that
nearby postal
insurance
workers.
money, because that don't make no sense. Both of y'all
Number
left?
3. Cop car thief. Our number 3 entry may be one of the strangest and most
I
daring
think this
things
one where
I've
she
seen
got out of
captured
the,
by
I seen this one on the
security
news.
cameras. It goes without
I
saying
remember
that
this
police
one.
cars occasionally get stolen or vandalized, and
Actually
that's part
seen
of
this on the
reason why
news.
they often have multiple security cameras mounted inside of them.
Man, some people get arrested so much they know how to get out the handcuffs like it ain't nothing.
Joyriders, this acts as a pretty good deterrent. The
Yeah,
one
it is.
shoplifter in Lufkin, Texas, decided to make her own opportunity. First, she skillfully slips out of her cuffs, then she quickly makes her
She was
way
already
to the
going to
front seat of
jail,
the
but now she
car.
going.
Next, she leads police on a dangerous chase, but it isn't long before she crashes and is apprehended. After the incident,
crazy.
Lufkin police installed barriers in all vehicles, and as for the woman, she was sentenced to an astounding 45 years in prison. Most deservedly, I say.
You could have just been a thief. You could have just been a
It's time
thief.
for today's best pick.
All right. Okay.
My pick for today may be one of the strangest videos we have seen today.
Sis, are you
Number 2.
sticking your hand through the...
Hamburglar. In this
What?
strange video, we see a woman pull up to the drive-thru window at a McDonald's location in Columbia, Maryland.
Like they don't have
The problem is that
camera.
It's 4 o'clock in the morning, and the
People is
location is
dumb.
closed. Not the type to be easily deterred, she first tries to pour herself a drink by prying open the window and
Are
reaching
you
inside.
stupid?
Not satisfied with just a beverage, she decides to supersize her felony by climbing through the window. And then
Wow.
helps herself to $1,400 in food and Happy Meal toys. Within a few days, a search began for this haphazard hamburglar, and a woman named Jessica Cross turned herself over to authorities.
What was she doing? Girl, your face already showed.
$1,400 in food.
You,
Eat.
you fat as hell for that. She deserves to go to jail. What the hell? Hamburgers? Kid toys? Oh, girl.
Number
Girl.
1. Tim's turd. This next video was another incident at a fast food restaurant. However, in this case, the restaurant was open. At a Tim Hortons restaurant in Langley, British Columbia, Canada's CCTV captured a woman demanding that staff members allow her to use the washroom. After having previous issues with the woman, the worker denied her access.
She's like, you gotta get up out of here.
Became enraged, and after a quick shouting match with the staff, she anchors herself against a nearby wall and begins to defecate directly in front of the till. Ew. If things weren't bad enough at this point, she picks up her feces and flings it over the counter. Ew.
You disgusting!
She isn't a monster. She grabs serviettes from the counter and begins cleaning herself up. That would be nice, I suppose, if it had been when she finished with the napkins. Well, you guessed that she pitched them over the counter.
Oh, you disgusting animal!
She was arrested a short while later, but shockingly, she was given a court date and released, but it remains unknown whether she was ever sentenced and where she is now. For being so
First of all,
number 2, this creative video.
First, that is disgusting. Absolutely the hell not. She needs to be in jail. Oh my god. Listen, guys, that is disgusting behavior. Absolutely not. You need to go to jail. First of all, if I was one of the people in there, I would have asked for my money back. No, I can't even eat. I can't even eat. I don't even eat that fast food. I couldn't even eat. I would be like, I need my money back. Absolutely not. I would wait till she get arrested. But absolutely not. It reminded me of this one video I saw where this lady was in Walmart and went down the frozen meat section, pulled her pants down, and boo-booed on the floor. I'm like, ma'am, it's a Walmart. You have to pass the bathrooms to get in here. People are gross. Ma'am, get up out of here. I would be like, if that was my business, you come up in here, you going to jail. I ain't finna argue with you. My employees ain't finna argue with you. Come up in here. The order is to call the police on you for trespassing. Stay your ass up out of here. That's disgusting. That's disgusting. Don't even let us see you in our freaking parking lot or you're going to jail. You come on the curb, we're getting you for harassment. Nasty ass. Just dirty. But let me know which one was your favorite one. I think my favorite one was finding out that lady was up in that crawl space. Cause I'd be thinking that, like, I know a person who moved in their house. Them and their family moved in their house, and they kept hearing noises in the attic. There was a homeless man living up there. He had been living there for 3 years. 3 years before they moved in. He had been living in there. When they moved in, he was still living in there. They didn't find out until a year in that this man was living in their house. I was like, fam, listen, when I buy a house, check everything. All of it. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.